Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about who is Donald Trump's mistress. Let's get right into it. Karen McDougal, a former Playboy model, has opened up about her supposed relationship with Donald Trump, the 45th president of the United States. You might recall hearing about another woman linked to Trump, namely Stormy Daniels, a former adult film actress who's never been shy about expressing her dislike for Trump. But there's also Karen McDougal, who reportedly looks back on her time with Trump more favorably. 5 years back, McDougal spilled quite a few details about her supposed connection with Trump during a revealing chat with Anderson Cooper. She said their alleged affair began in 2006, but she made it clear that her intention wasn't to harm Trump, a man she claimed to have loved. Rather, she wanted to share her own side of the story, having previously been silenced by American Media Inc. This company, which owns the National Enquirer, reportedly paid her to stay quiet and had her sign a non-disclosure agreement before his 2016 presidential run, a technique known as a catch-and-kill scheme. In her 2018 interview, McDougal talked about several unpleasant incidents. For instance, she claimed that Trump offered her money after their first intimate encounter. She said she turned down the offer and felt quite upset about it. Nevertheless, she went on to have a relationship with him that meant something to her. Even though she was aware that he was married to Melania Trump and they had just welcomed their son Barron, a tough pill to swallow, isn't it? Let's rewind a bit and discuss how McDougal and Trump first crossed paths. McDougal gave some insights during a recent interview with DailyMail.com. She mentioned that she first met Trump at a pool party at the Playboy Mansion in Los Angeles in 2006. The party was thrown by the late Hugh Hefner for the contestants of Celebrity Apprentice. According to McDougal, Trump, who had been married to Melania for just under 2 years, seemed quite smitten with her right from the start. She recalled, "He was trying his best to catch my eye, almost like a lovesick puppy. Even the bunny mother remarked, 'Wow, he seems to really like you.'" McDougal continued with her story, stating, "When it was time to say goodbye, he was standing next to his bodyguard, Keith Schiller, and he said, 'Keith, give me her number.' A few days later, he called and invited me for dinner at the Beverly Hills Hotel. That marked the start of their secret liaisons." Looking back, McDougal admitted that she knew it was wrong because he was married, but her perspective was different then. "Now I feel guilty about it. Back then, I didn't think much about it. I was a different person, more carefree and didn't think things through." Talking about their first night together, McDougal said, "After dinner, things got a bit heated. I won't lie. I was attracted to him, but it wasn't like I was ready to jump into bed with Donald Trump, especially not on the first night. But as the story goes, they did end up getting intimate. And that's when Trump supposedly offered her money and then praised her for not taking it. A bit of a confusing move, right?" Interestingly, McDougal asserted that their relationship was fairly serious, at least from her perspective. She said they would meet up at least 5 times a month for nearly a year. In her own words, "I was in love with him and he was in love with me, or at least he said so. He would often tell me, 'You're my baby and I love you.' He even introduced me to his friends." Intriguing, right? While he was still married, he was introducing her to his friends. McDougal seems to reminisce about it fondly, but for many, this may just be a bit too much to digest. Apologies if it is. The end of Karen McDougal's relationship with Donald Trump, according to her, was her decision. She stated, "I'm not a scorned woman, I ended it." She didn't reveal why, but she did hint she'd been waiting for the right time to leave. The opportunity came when she met someone new, Bruce Willis to be exact. Bruce, of the Die Hard fame, and Karen dated for 6 months in 2007, after her split from Trump. She clarified that she wasn't cheating on Trump, but she was already talking to Bruce a lot, which made her decision easier. She said, "Why stay with a married man when Bruce was nice and single?" The end of Karen's relationship with Trump wasn't exactly a fairy tale, according to her account. She said that things got a little easier for her when Trump made a disrespectful comment about her mother. That unpleasant incident sparked a heated disagreement and made their conversation over the phone quite awkward. But interestingly, despite their tense breakup, Karen stated that she wouldn't hesitate to support Trump if he decided to run for the presidency again. She pointed out that she had voted for him before, back in 2016, and she'd be willing to do the same in the future. As for Trump's stance on this, it's a bit tricky. While his representatives have consistently denied any romantic involvement between him and Karen, Trump himself hasn't personally rejected these allegations. Karen was pretty clear about this, stating he's never actually denied it. His response was, "I've done nothing wrong. He's well aware that I'm telling the truth." This is a noteworthy point because Trump has been known to publicly criticize other women who have claimed to have been involved with him, but in Karen's case, he hasn't denied their supposed relationship. This curious detail might lead some to wonder about Melania Trump's perspective. How does she feel about all this, especially considering the seriousness and the duration of the alleged affair between her husband and Karen? Personally, I really don't think she cares, seeing as how he's cheated about 15,000 times and it's never going to change what happened in the past anyways. That's all for today. We'll be sure to catch you all on the next one.